So as most of you are already aware, a few days ago, Helldivers 2 announced on Twitter that Sony intended to require all PC players of Helldivers 2 to link their Steam account to a PlayStation Network account, and PC gamers were instantly offended by this, and it resulted in the review bombing of Helldivers 2 on Steam. However, there were plenty of Sony simps coming out of the woodwork to defend this requirement, like in this TikTok that we watched during the coverage of this situation on the main channel. So let's remind ourselves of this TikTok real quick.
Download Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hey, Rockstar here. You're actually going to need to make a Rockstar account to play Red Dead 2 as well.
That's fine. As long as I can play Red Dead Redemption 2, I am happy. I'm also thinking about playing some Helldivers 2 as well.
Hey, Sony here.
Oh, no, you don't, PlayStation.
So basically, their point they were trying to make was that in other situations, PC gamers have linked third-party accounts in order to play a different PC game and not complained about it. But in this situation with Helldivers 2 and these requests to link their accounts on Steam to a PSN was met with unfair and hypocritical outrage, which is a very big misdirection of the issue here. A lot of people don't feel safe setting up a Sony-related account due to a lot of data breaches. And also, a PSN account is not available in the vast majority of the countries around the world, and within the countries where it is available, it's often requiring additional steps like facial scans as well as government IDs. And on top of all of that, it was a rug pull because originally when Helldivers 2 players bought the game, there was no requirement to eventually link their Steam account to their PSN account. However, this guy took the L pretty bad. People were making fun of this and the redirection of the issue, and this person would respond in a double L situation. Let's listen to this one as well.
I can't believe that you would take the side of Sony with that Helldivers 2 video you made. You corporate bootlicker.
Whoa, okay. When I made that video, I genuinely did not know that a lot of countries didn't have access to PlayStation Network. That's on me for not doing more research.
The TikTok should have stopped right there. If it stopped right there, everything was great, but unfortunately, it keeps going, so let's listen.
What Sony is doing with Helldivers 2 is wrong.
Okay, well, that's fair.
But here's a question for you. How can Steam players like you and me protest against Sony while at the same time making Ghost of Tsushima one of the best-selling games on Steam? And it's not even out yet.
Wait, but I don't...
You're quick to rant and bash me on Twitter, but you have no problem spending money and pre-ordering a game that is published by Sony. This is hypocritical.
No, it's not. So on the one hand, a lot of people look at that and go, okay, thank you for the information. We're going to go complain about Ghost of Tsushima as well. But here's the difference. That is a game that is largely intended for solo play. So having a PSN account is not required for that and therefore not an issue. But they almost had it. They almost redeemed it. Then they go on to this rant and then everyone's going to dunk on them. But listen to this part in particular.
Those games aren't even connected.
Yes, they are! Vote with your dollars! Put your money where your mouth is and boycott all of the PlayStation games coming over to Steam. Sony does not care about your rants and your Steam review bombing. They only care about one thing, the bottom line.
Oof. So he says Sony doesn't care about your review bombing. They don't care about your rants. And then a few hours later, of course, PlayStation announced that they are no longer requiring this account linking of the Steam accounts and the PSN accounts, and they're completely scrapping this entire thing. Yes, a double L. I swear if this guy comes out with another response video, I hope people are checking in on him because he is doing too much to throw himself out there to get made fun of on the internet.